Greetings, my name's Tim Johnson. This is Recovery, Strength, Hope and Courage. Just a bit of an off the cuff video today. It won't be too long. I've just been to, that's why I'm dishevelled and sweaty, a Krav Maga class. And for those of you who don't know what Krav Maga is, it's a martial art which was introduced by the Israeli Special Forces, and now all the other Special Forces have took it up. It's a very effective self-defense technique, and you have to be really, really fit for it. And it's bloody hard. Let me tell you, I've been doing it for about 3 weeks now, and I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest person in the class, so I've got a few aches and pains. But I'll come back to that in a minute because it's quite important, really, because it was just another goal that I set myself that I've achieved. And today, really, I want to talk about being the best version of yourself that you can be, because I've had thought about this long and hard, really. When I first got clean about 10 months ago, or 10 months ago, I was a sort of shambling 17 stone wreck who shut himself away in a room all day, drugging and drinking himself to death, in a mess mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way. When I first got clean, it was important to me, and is important to you, to set small goals, small achievable goals, because you feel really good when you achieve these goals. And those small goals can be anything really, from getting out for 15, 20 minutes in the daylight every day for a walk. It can be to start tailoring a healthy eating plan. Just small goals. It could be cleaning your house or your apartment for the first time for ages. It could be showering every day, because I don't know about you, but I neglected personal hygiene. Was not on my high list of priorities. Getting drugs and alcohol was on the highest of my priorities, obviously. And I thought to myself, well, all these goals must be leading somewhere, because after that 3 months, really, you want it to lead onto something. You can't. Those little goals start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. But ultimately, the goal that we're setting ourselves, really, or I know I'm setting myself and want to achieve, is to be the best version of me I can be. And I think that you would want that as well, to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Now, that's different for every single one of us, isn't it? Because we're all individuals. And for me now, I've retired over here, but I miss work, so which is why I volunteer. I volunteer twice a week now with the Angels of the Night charity in Malaga, and we feed 1,000 homeless and underprivileged people on a Monday and a Wednesday, and it's bloody hard work, let me tell you. And I cook and serve, and also communicate with a lot of, because I would say up to 50% of the people that come there have serious alcohol and drug misuse problems and have fallen on hard times. And a lot of them are English people, although it's Malaga, Spain. A lot of them have come over here to work in the 20s, 30s, 40s, fallen on hard times, started drinking, and become homeless, sleeping on the beach, etc., etc. And it's just lovely to be able to communicate with those people and try and do a bit towards helping some people. And there's a lot of people there that are poor and underprivileged. I know in England we have the food bank, and in America you probably have something similar, where the social services give a voucher to people who are classed as in the or below the poverty line, and they get free food. And we give them free food, and we give them baby clothes, baby milk, clothes for themselves, things that people have donated, and everything's donated. It's a charity. Anyhow, enough of that. I don't want kudos for that at all. That's not what this is about. But that was just another goal I set myself, to get back out and do something and put something back in. And it really, really makes me, and something I was never before, is thankful and grateful. And I'm thankful and grateful every day now. I took life for granted before. I'm the first to admit it. All my life, I've not really been thankful and grateful for all the beautiful and lovely things that have happened to me in my life. And I just took everything for granted, really. And now I'm thankful and grateful for everything, every morsel of food that I get in my mouth. And this might sound over dramatic, but it's true. And that was another goal I set myself. So really, I'm back to what I was saying. Your version of yourself, your best version of yourself, might be totally different from mine because you're all different. You know, you've got children. Some of you, you're like I've said before, you know, you're working, you've got families. Your goal might be to achieve things in your working life that you could never have achieved before you were alcohol and drug free. Your goal might be to spend more time with your children and to teach them things that you would never have even bothered with before, etc., etc., etc. You know, it might be a good healthy eating plan, an exercise plan. It might be to learn new skills and hobbies. And for me, I'm learning Spanish. I'm going to Krav Maga twice a week. I'm going to the gym, and I've got a 10k a walk a day, and a strong, powerful exercise regime. Even though I've got, you know, you can give excuses, but I've got a metal hip. You know, I've had a hip replacement 2 years ago, and yeah, sometimes it's painful, but it doesn't stop me because I'm going to come on to something now which is really important in all of this, and that's I don't know if you've ever I don't know if you've ever read a book, and if you haven't, it's definitely worth looking at. It's called The Four Agreements, and in the Four Agreements, it gives you four rules to live your life by to achieve happiness, physically, mentally, and spiritually in every way. And those four, without going into depth in all of them, because it really would take too long. I mean, that's several videos on its own, I would say. But definitely have a look at this book. And the four agreements are to be impeccable with your word. In other words, you know, always to do good with your words and never bile or vitriol or hatred, or impeccable with your word. But there's a lot more to it than that. Not to take things personally, another massive subject. Never assume, because you know, assume, that's all about living in the present as well. So that's another massive subject. And the final one, which this is the one that's really important with becoming the best version of yourself, is to do your best. To do your best. Simple, four words, isn't it? To do your best. But do we all do our best? You know. Now, all these goals could be very, very simple, or some of them could be very, very hard. But if you do your best, if you just do your best every day, you will be the best version of yourself. I mean, it stands to reason. To do your best means to do your best to be grateful, to do your best to spread positivity, to smile at people, to do your best to be giving and generous and kind and loving, to do your best and to become a good human being. All these things generally you're not when you're addicted to drugs and alcohol. I know I wasn't, and now I'm growing, and I'm certainly not there yet by any stretch of the imagination. Although my 7 days of the week, and I only live in the day now, so each day is important to me, and every minute is important to me because I'm 57 years old. You know, it's really important for me to enjoy my life and to rebuild my relationships, etc., etc. So I'm doing my best every day to be the best version of me I can be, and that's with my diet, which is nearly 90% vegan now, with my exercise, which is 2 to 3 hours a day generally. Even when I'm volunteering 7 or 8 hours a day on those 2 days, I've still get it in the evening. Because I'll just do my best. If I don't get the whole workout in, I do my best. If I do my best, I'm happy. Because you can't have regrets, you can't be angry with yourself, you can't be bitter, you can't have resentments, you can't have self-hatred, all these things if you just do your best. If you do your best, then that's all you can do, isn't it? You know, and you will become the person that you really want to be. And I'm growing every single day, and I'm learning every single day, because even at my age, you learn every single day. I've got a whole new circle of friends out here, and I would never have even made conversation or looked at them 10 months ago. You know, I'm just under 14 stone in weight now, and I'm starting to get muscle. I can even see a 3-pack, never, not a 6-pack yet, but a 3-pack. You know, God, that was unachievable. You know, 10, I just would never have dreamed of it. New skills. new information, a new me, a new version of me. And I go back to England next week to help my daughter in her house and to see my family, and it's my daughter's engagement party. And I hope that they, although I'm not going to be looking for that, I hope they see the difference in me. Now, this is achievable for you. And when you stop taking the drugs and alcohol, and look at my previous videos and subscribe and like this if you can, because it means more people can see the videos. Look back at some of them about stopping and about alcohol withdrawal, about fighting your fears and all the rest of it, because that's what this is all about. And if you do that and you get through and stop, that's hard. It is hard to stop. And that first 2 months to 3 months is hard. And make sure it's only small goals, achievable goals. But you will feel good when you achieve them. I promise you that. I promise you that. And 10 months ago, I was a slobbering, drunken, opiate-filled mess who couldn't. I can't even describe what I was like, but I was dying. I wasn't just dying physically, and I was dying physically. I was dying, dead spiritually, dead mentally. I couldn't feel any emotions. Now I feel great emotions, thankfulness, gratitude. I love the place I live, which I never saw before. I see things around me I've never seen before, colours, smells, and I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for it. I make good choices, and every day I'm growing stronger mentally and physically, every single day. I know that. Now I do Qigong and I meditate, and I won't bore you with all the details of that, but these are all things that I've slotted in over the months, because don't try and achieve too much too soon. The first 3 months is critical you get through that, because then the cravings will stop. You won't think about alcohol and drugs. It won't be a choice anymore. After those 3 months, it'll dissipate, and you may think about it once a week, maybe. After that, it'll come into your mind, and then you need to take the breather and pause for 15 minutes, like I said in a previous video, or go for a walk, or read a book, or watch a video, or do something to distract yourself, and it'll go. And then as the months now, and I'm sort of nearly 10 months in now, I can't remember the last time I had a craving. I really can't. I promise you that. And it's achievable for all of you. So, listen, all of you out there struggling, much love to you. And please watch my other videos. And I'll only make these videos when I think I've got something to say. I won't just churn them out for the sake of churning them out. If I really think, and it always comes from the heart. It's always honest, and and I'm always honest with the way I'm feeling. And today I feel good. And don't forget, you have the choice of how you feel, and you can choose to be happy and positive, and you can choose to be free of alcohol and drugs. So do it. And if you need any help, I'll put my email underneath, and you can email me. And if you like this, please push the like button, and please subscribe to this channel. Much love to you all, and don't forget, as I always say, seize the day. Carpe diem, seize the day. You can always seize the day. Just hold on if you're struggling. Stay strong. Much love. Bye-bye.